Alright, welcome back to season 4 of our show, and today it's ham steaks. We're showing you how to throw down on some beautiful grilled ham steaks. So let's show you how to get it done. Alright, so today it's ham steaks. We're showing you how to make a beautiful ham steak meal here. I got some wild rice, sweet potato. Show you how to get it done. We're going to start with our ham steaks first. Now these are cured, already pre-smoked, these ham steaks. These are the same ones you find around Christmas time and around the holiday times. So these are sliced down thin. I had our butcher cut these down, and this is what we got, ham steaks. Now we're going to go on with some rub. There's salt in here already, it's cured. So this rub we're using today is just paprika and garlic powder, onion powder, that's it. So garlic and onion, and we're just going to do the one side of that ham steak, and that's all you're going to need on there. And right before we get them onto the cooker, we'll oil them. And that's it for that. All right, we're gonna get this off to the side and we're gonna meet you right back here, so stick around, don't go anywhere. All right, so we got those ham steaks seasoned and they're in the fridge just waiting. So this is our wild rice. This is a blended wild rice. We're gonna get this into a pot. Any wild rice will do. This is what I'm using today. Pure wild rice. That's a luxury one right there. We're gonna sprinkle a little thyme in here. Just a little bit. Cranberry. That's right, cranberry. Gives a beautiful flavor in there. I think I'm gonna go a little bit more thyme. We're gonna go in with some salt. I tell you, if you make this for the family, they'll be highly impressed. And if you're making Uncle Ben's wild rice, you'll never go back to that again. So this is a bunch of sage here, and I'm using a lot of the sage here. So what you want to do is I'm just going to cut a couple of pieces off of here. Just a couple of them. And then I'm going to throw the rest of the sage in whole like that so I can pull it out. And these pieces here, I'm just going to cut them down. And just go right in with them. I got some green onion here, which is scallions. So we're gonna go in with those. A lot of them. Looks like a lot of onion, but it's not. It's gonna bring out all that flavor in the rice, especially with a wild rice, because a wild rice basically doesn't have a lot of flavors in there, and it tastes very earthy. So you need something to balance that, and this is gonna balance it perfectly well. Olive oil. Good douse of the olive oil. And we're just gonna cover this up to the rice with water. That's how far we're gonna go with this. It's gonna cook for about an hour on the stove, 45 minutes to an hour. Just gonna feel it out. And we're gonna add a little bit more water as we go. The key to wild rice is never overwater it. And this way it's not gonna come out mushy on you. And that's it. Onto the stove we go. All right, rice is boiling. We're gonna let this boil down until you can see the rice. Put the lid on, put it on low, and that's it. Don't touch it. About 45 minutes, we'll meet you back here. Don't go anywhere. All right, that rice is cooking away, and while we're doing that, we're making some southern candied yams. Let's show you how to get it done. All right, so for this dish, you're gonna need 5 pounds of sweet potato. So these are sweet potatoes. I got them peeled, washed, and we're just going to start to cut them up. Now this is the size you want to cut them up in, just like this. And just get them all cut up, and we're going to boil them down. So into a pot they go. Now this dish calls for a couple of different ingredients. So over here I've got some nutmeg, cloves, and cinnamon, and that's what you're going to need. I got some brown sugar here and some pecans and pure vanilla, just a touch of salt, and we got a little bit of water here. That's what we're going to need as well too. And this dish is done in about 45 minutes. So right after we get finished cutting these up, we're going to meet you right back here to go on the stove, so stick around, don't go anywhere. Okay, so we got our sweet potatoes all cut up. Let's show you what to do from here. So these ingredients are after we boil these sweet potatoes. So this is all the water you're gonna need, believe it or not. So all these potatoes in here, sweet potatoes hold more water than regular potatoes. So this is all you're gonna need, just like that. And onto the stove we go. Okay, so we brought the water up to a boil. Just when you hear it boil, we're gonna kick it down on medium heat and put the lid on. We're gonna let this go for about 30 minutes and then we're gonna lower it again on very low heat. And we're just gonna check as we go along, just for tenderness, and we'll meet you back here, so stick around, don't go anywhere. All right, 35 minutes in, I just wanna show you how much liquid came out of those. Look at all that liquid. Just from that little cup of water we put in here. So that's why you don't wanna put too much water and fill up this pot full of water, because all your flavor is gonna boil right out. All right, 45 minutes, and we're gonna pull this, so don't go anywhere. All right, our sweet potatoes are out of the pot. Let's show you what to do from here. So we preheated an oven, 350 degrees, that's what you wanna do. These were cooling down. I dropped some butter in here. That's unsalted butter. Because that's unsalted butter, I'm gonna need to just add just a pinch of salt in here. That's it. We're gonna stir these up. Now, I left some chunks in here as well too, just for consistency, so I don't want it like baby food. I still want to have a couple of chunks in there. So I cut a couple of the potatoes a little bit bigger, just so they wouldn't mash up to nothing. All right, so here's our brown sugar. Let's go in with our brown sugar. Nutmeg, cinnamon, and clove. And go in with that. We're gonna use some vanilla in here. Make it yours, as much or as little as you like. I got a good douse in there. And get it drunk on vanilla. And we're just gonna mix it. Now at this point, I'm gonna take out my spoon and bring in my spatula. I don't wanna break these potatoes up anymore. So let's just bring in the spatula, give it a stir. Just fold in and get all those ingredients incorporated. Oh, this smells so good right now. This was one of my favorites. I'm not a big sweet fan, so that's why I put a little bit of sugar in here. But you guys make it yours. And sometimes the inconsistency of mixing this is a great thing. You can see the colors in here. Just keep some of it bright orange and some of it darker. All right, just like that. And now we're gonna go into this bowl with this. And we're just gonna start spooning some in. It's a Pyrex, it's not a bowl. It's a baking dish. But you see how dry that is? So if you're boiling down the sweet potato, you're doing it wrong. Because you want to keep it dry. Otherwise, by the time you get finished baking this, you're going to have a bunch of water in it. So don't do that. And all the flavor you're going to leave behind in the pot. You see that nice chunk of the potato? That is exactly what you're looking for. All right, let's just get a spatula and get the rest in there. And just smoothing it out. Brings back some memories, doesn't it? Who says you have to wait till the holiday time to get this one? All right, I'm just gonna smooth it out. Make sure you get all the sides and corners, and make sure you have a vessel big enough to do this. You don't want a vessel too small or too large, and you just want to make sure everything is even in here. Okay, so with me, everything's a texture thing. And if you put the marshmallows on top of here, which we're going to put on, I don't like smooth texture and mushy texture. I like a little bit of a bite. So we're going to use the southern pecan to put on top of here. So let's just go like that. Here's some pecans. All right, we don't want to put the pecans on top of their holes, so let's just give them a blend. All right, that's all we're looking for. And we just want to sprinkle those right over top. Now these were toasted, so they're going to bring out a lot of flavor in here. And just make sure you get all those over top. Now if you don't want to put this, you don't have to. If you guys have nut allergies or you just don't want nuts, I wouldn't add it. Just make it yours. Put whatever you want to put in here. This is just my recipe. Like I said, I suggest you guys make it yours. I'm just going to put the rest of those. Alright, and we are going in with our marshmallows on top. But again, you guys make it yours. You don't have to use these. But where I come from, it's kind of a tradition. I bet you that's bringing back a lot of memories right now. A lot of nostalgia in this dish. All right, there it is. Just smoothing those out. And I'm going to leave the last marshmallow for me. In the oven, about 10 minutes. We'll show you what to do with it from there. Stick around. All right, it's time to roll with our ham steak. So we lost power. I got no oven, but I got a bunch of blowtorches and a bunch of grills, so we're going to make do. Outside on the grill, we still go. Time to get these steaks on. Ooh, that grill's hot. I'm putting 2 on one side for now, and just 1 on the other, and we'll flip them out. That's it. We'll meet you right back here. Don't go anywhere. Time to flip these guys. Show you what we got going on. That is what you want. I'm going to turn this guy over up here. And we're looking right. Alright, I'm going to give them a couple more minutes on this side. Maybe I'll brown this one up, flip it around some more. We're going to meet you guys inside in the dark. So stick around. Don't go anywhere. Alright, since the oven's not working, it's time to bring out a little blowtorch on these guys. There we go. Happy birthday. I'll meet you inside. Alright, ham steaks are off the grill. Let's show you what we got. Look at those guys. We're filming in the dark right now. It's a good thing we got these studio lights going on, so let's plate up. Alright, we'll get that onto the plate. And this was that beautiful rice that we made here, and you'll see it in just a second. We're going to get some light in here. And that's the wild rice. Get a little better on a white plate. Let me get some light in here. I'm just going to slide that off to the side. I got the cameraman holding a light and a camera, so he's doing a good job. All right, let's put this down. And let's get in those beautiful marshmallows and sweet potato. There you go. Now, it would have came out a lot better under the broiler, but we had to improvise just because we have no lights. And sometimes, if you like that taste of charred marshmallow, I haven't had it since I was a child. Gotta have it tonight. There it is. And like always, we're just gonna clean this plate up a bit. Turn it around. There you go. Beautiful ham steak dinner in the dark. Let's give that a go. I'm gonna try some of that ham steak. And I think I'll get a little Dijon mustard on that. So we'll just give that a little dip in the mustard there. Excellent. Salty, hammy. It's the way to go, that one there. Let's try those potatoes. Spectacular. You definitely need those nuts in there because it's creamy, the potatoes, and very sweet. And those marshmallows on top just kind of melted in, so it makes it really soft. You got soft on soft, and then you got those nuts in there to just balance that out. Let's give that rice a go. Those cranberries set that off. Excellent combo. I mean, it's basically a grilled Thanksgiving. All right, we're gonna get organized. We're gonna meet you guys right back here in the dark. So stick around, don't go anywhere. All right, and there it is, grilled ham steaks. With a beautiful wild rice with cranberry, sage, and on the side we got some sweet potatoes, some beautiful marshmallows, charred on top. Not on purpose, but they're there. And if you guys like this video and more videos about to come, give a like, hit that bell, this way you get those videos first. Thank you, we enjoyed having you. And with no further ado, in the dark, I'm gonna eat my Pitmaster dinner.